Hey, it's day 6 out of 12 on our Philmont trek. We've had a lot of fun so far. Gotten a little wet, but it's been awesome.
A little, just a
little bit.
Just got hailed on.
Just a smidge.
Bit of hail.
Bit of hail.
Only that much. Got some marble-sized hail as well.
Okay, so this is our first video. Pretty much the first day when we got here, we went through a little bit of orientation. We got set up in tents at the base camp, and we pretty much were told all the first aid stuff, how to deal with hypothermia, which I think a few of us might end up getting tonight.
Just to be surprised.
Day 1 was just a bunch of orientation. Day 2, in the morning, we all gathered around our tents and we did a shakedown. That's where we got all our stuff out of our bags. We got rid of whatever we don't need, which was a good amount of stuff, and put whatever we did need in our bags and loaded them up. At about 12:30, no, at 1 was when our bus left, and we hiked not too far. And on that hike, our ranger, Willie, was orienting us the whole time. Yeah, we all miss Willie. Willie's gone now.
We ate him.
So yeah, that was the second day. The second night, we learned how to cook dinner, all that fun stuff Willie was teaching us. That was the end of that.
Oh, we learned what sumping was as well.
Yes, sumping.
Wow.
That was literally deep.
Yum.
Right. Okay.
Explain what something is.
What? You can do that at home.
No.
Okay, anyway, sumping is when we cook all our meals in this big metal pot. Well, by the time we leave, the pot has to be completely clean, so the guy in charge of sumping has to go in with his fingers, his mouth, anything to get this pot, like, spotless.
Including water.
Okay, including water. They're the dishwasher of the day.
If you put the water in the pot, you have to drink the water.
Yes.
No soap.
Anything you put, it goes into the pot, you have to.
It's Bernie supper.
Anyway, that was day 2. Day 3, we wake up. We were headed to Uraka Mesa, and that hike was treacherous, especially towards the end. It got real steep. But when we got up there, the program so far that's been my favorite program. Not sure about you guys. The Challenger events. That was a bunch of like team shipbuilding stuff or teamwork.
Team ship and friend work.
Team ship and friend work.
The mentors.
The mentors. Okay, we'll tell the stories when we get back home. But yeah, that was that. They told a bunch of spooky stories about imps and gremlins that hide in the tents because Uraka Mesa is haunted.
That you can't see.
That we cannot see.
And the devil cat.
And there was Cat Carson.
The demon.
Uraka Mesa has a pet cat, but everyone thinks it's a demon.
John thinks
it's a demon.
It is a demon.
It came from the
John
eye.
likes
I believe you, John.
There's no way you can move that.
So we spent the night at Uraka Mesa. That night we had cheesy lasagna, which was
Disgusting.
amazing.
That was awesome.
Cheese
I
was
hated
amazing.
that.
Okay, so that was day 3. Day 4,
Good job, John.
we woke up. We were on our way to Miners Park, that hike wasn't so bad. It was actually a really fun hike. I liked it a lot. I liked all our hikes so far. Miners Park was cool because that was the rock climbing base. We did not get to rock climb like on the face of the cliff like we were told because it rained as we were going in. It hailed like as we got there, so they wouldn't let us do that.
Warm showers.
I did get to take a nap though.
They had showers at Miners Park, which was amazing because a bunch of us got to shower.
Showering is for the weak, Frankie.
In the afternoon, they had their program there, which is they had a bunch of those rock climbing walls you see at gyms and stuff, and you just go up and down or along the side of one. There was a competition where if you can make it from one side of a course all the way to the other, you get to tag your name on the inside of the course, which is pretty cool, and it's really hard apparently. This season, only like 2 campers and 1 staff member has managed
one
to do it.
camper
Just
and
one
one
camper.
staff.
One camper, 1 staff. So yeah, it's insanely difficult. Our Spider-Man, Enrique, couldn't do it. So,
No Enrique. No
Spider monkey.
okay, that was day 4. Day 5, we made our way to, what was it called? Miners, no. Who's Fork? Clark's Fork. Okay, Clark's Fork, that trek was
We got
interesting.
lost like 5 times.
Because that was the day we were
Just
supposed to do
once.
Tooth of Time. We attempted Tooth of Time, but we didn't make it to the top of Tooth of Time because it ended up raining on us.
An
And
injury and
it
stuff.
took about 2 hours longer than we thought it would, so we just didn't end up getting to the top. But we got to the highest point on that mountain, and it was an amazing view. That was awesome. On the way back down, we met at the halfway point from our first starting point to the next campsite to Clark's Fork. And on the way to Clark's Fork, we got lost, I think like twice. So we ended up looping through trails, and that was an extra long hike for us.
Oh my god.
Well,
We're
we
never
found-
lost. We're just exploring new routes.
Yes, we were exploring new. We found a new way to get to Clark's Fork.
We want a new pair
Yeah,
of
but we missed out on
Checking out the
showering
Yeah,
with soap.
Right,
Jacob did.
right. Okay, so we got to Clark's Fork and we pretty much ate and went to bed. Most of us didn't even bother going to program. We were so tired, and that was a bunch of like camp stories. I think was that program that night. That leads us to this morning. This morning is day 6.
Oh my god.
Today's day 6. We're losing track. It was cool because at 9 o'clock this morning we woke up and we got to go horseback riding for an hour, and that was a lot of fun. We all got a horse. All the horses have names, and it was pretty cool.
Helix.
Peanut.
We had
Oh,
nothing-
Queso.
that was a fun hike, and now we're on top of a mountain ridge. And we're on the way to
Got held on.
Just a small detail of getting soaked.
something rather, some campsite.
Hidden Valley, right?
Hidden, going to
Oh
hidden
right,
valley.
the rain is getting pretty close, so
No, that's not our.
It rained on us.
That's not coming towards us.
The breeze is coming
the
this
breeze
way.
is picking up. Yeah. So.
Y'all want to talk about the hail?
Oh yes, there was lots of hail every day
It
from
was
12 to
so
2. It
painful.
will rain.
Not today.
We've learned that so far.
You look soaked.
Yeah, we're all pretty wet.
This is not dry. This is water.
I'm
We got
dry.
water.
I don't know about you, but I'm completely dry.
We're going to upper
bench camp.
Water.
We're going to Upper Bench Camp.
Upper
Cool, Upper Bench Camp. That one.
We have to go to the commissary, not the gulch.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to pan this way and just say a shout out to somebody at home.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom and Dad.
Your dad's right there.
You ruined the moment.
I'm on my
Parents and my cat.
Come on.
Carson forgot Benji.
Hey, Dad.
Oh, I'm Ben.
Hi, Benji.
Bye.
Hi, Benji.